What is going on, guys? It has been a while since I've made a video here, and just kind of wanted to start the new year off strong. Pretty much 1 month into the new year, but figured why not jump on YouTube now. My goal is to be making long form content again, so I just got to jump in and kind of get started with it. You can see we're not really in our normal spot in our office. I am out of town for about another month and a half for work, so this is kind of my space that I'm in now, and we'll be filming in for the next month and a half, but we'll make it work. Got my camera, got a light, have a lot of other equipment because I'm here for work, so obviously I have all my stuff to shoot, but not the normal back setup behind me that we have in the office. To start the video off, I picked up the new DJI Wireless 2 mics. Super stoked on this because I've been using the Rode wireless mics for a while, which absolutely love them. However, the issue is my cord, I think, got messed up with them. So whenever I plug it into my camera and record, the audio has like this weird hissing to it. So I have to go into post, match the audio with the clip. Kind of just becomes a little pain in the ass, but realistically 32-bit float on that was amazing to have, especially when I was shooting weddings. So I decided to upgrade to the new DJI Wireless 2s, and form factor right off the bat is absolutely insane. Like, this case is so small and it charges it on top of, this case that has the Rode wireless in them. I mean, just comparison wise, like, that's insane with it. But we're gonna go ahead and get switched over to these and see how the audio sounds. All right, and this is with the audio now hooked up to the DJI Wireless 2. Shout out my boy Jayhawk, seeing you rocking it on the hat like this. Figured it looked a lot better than clipping it to the bill. So we're gonna run with it, see how it sounds. Hopefully the audio does sound better for you guys. And again, pretty freaking impressed. The fact that this can charge in here, has 32-bit float built into it already, and the form factor is so much smaller. Already really enjoy it, and obviously when I go to edit this, we'll see how the audio fully sounds. But the topic of this video, is just gonna be a long kind of talking point, talking to you guys, letting you know what my goals are for 2024, and kind of holding myself accountable by making this video. So as the year goes on and I go back and look at it, I can see what all I've accomplished and what I've set for myself, and hopefully be achieving those things. One of my main goals is to continue getting better at the production side of things. I'm constantly trying to learn, constantly trying to improve, and lately it's been on my color grading. That's something that I've been pretty proud of with a lot of the projects that I've shot, especially with the UFC fighters and doing their Fight Week series, is I want to try and make it look as cinematic to an extent as possible. A lot of it is run and gun. There's not a lot of control with lighting, but if I can give you that kind of movie-esque feel, then I'm super pumped on it. And a lot of feedback has been that aspect, that it feels like they're watching a movie. So I just want to continue improving upon that aspect of things. Another goal that I have for myself is to launch my own creative agency. I made a lot of connections when I was freelancing, and when I left freelance to go full-time with the company I work with now, I kind of abandoned a lot of those things. I would get reached out to, but I didn't have the time for that. And I kind of want to build up with a lot of people that I know that are shooters around me that are still freelancing, and be able to connect them to those jobs and be that middleman that kind of brokers these deals with them. And I have a lot of trust in the people that are closest to me with creatives, so that when those shoots do come in, I can trust they're gonna absolutely crush everything that needs to be laid out for that shoot and make the client super happy. And the fact that I can kind of help bridge that gap and get them work on top of what they're already doing, and kind of build another business aspect for myself, it gets me honestly very excited for it. So yeah, that's a big goal of mine. Another goal that I have for 2024 is to make more long form content on YouTube. The first thing that I ever did coming to YouTube was make fitness vlogs, and I was addicted to it. The quality of the videos were absolutely terrible, but the fact is I told myself I was gonna make a vlog every other day, and I stuck to it for a pretty decent amount of time. I don't remember if it was a full year, as a lot of the videos aren't on the channel anymore, but I made sure that I filmed, even if it wasn't, quality content, I still did it. And that drive alone held me to the standard that I wanted to be held to. And now, many years later, I have quality that I can bring. So if I can kind of light that fire to set a small goal with, maybe one video every week and hold myself accountable to doing that, that's going to be the biggest goal that I have set. And ultimately I want to accomplish. I have a lot that I can share with you guys with what I do in my life and what I do for work. So bringing that to you is going to be something that I feel like is very beneficial, and then giving you tips and any insight that I have on specific things, I feel like I can make this work. And last but not least, short form content. I'm not a big fan of all the flashy, in your face edits, effects, transitions, all that stuff. I think there is a time and place for it. I do use it in my short form content. However, it's not 15 seconds of things just flashing all over the screen and then boom, you have no idea what you just watched. Favorably, I feel like short form content is starting to take a turn for the better. So it can allow creators who actually create and make quality content to put that on platforms and to not have to worry about kind of abiding by trends to get that attention. And I could be wrong, but it's just my opinion on how I see things. I have a lot of friends that are in the creative industry that absolutely crush it on socials and they don't abide by the trends. But now with that kind of shifting, I feel like there's going to be an uptick in that type of content that's viewed. Simple, basic content of just talking to a camera, kind of showing day in the lives, all of these type of aspects that are going to be longer than that 15 seconds. We're pushing, 60 seconds, maybe even 90 seconds. We can see the time increase across the board for what you can put with videos, and you're going to sustain a lot more views with it. So with that, I want to challenge myself to be, more apparent in the short form content. I have weeks where I post pretty much daily, and then I have times where, I don't post for a week or something. And so just holding myself accountable to that and putting out content that I want to put out, different frames for color grading, different shots that I do, just talking with the camera, showing a day in the life, whether it's, a day going out with just friends and doing stuff, or a day of me actually shooting, showing you guys kind of what it looks like when I'm doing shoots, and a first person view from the camera to what I'm shooting, or more of a behind the scenes look when I'm shooting. I'm very blessed to work with a lot of the athletes and people that I do. And so being able to bring that and show what it looks like, that these people ultimately at the end of the day are just humans like me and you, and they're very down to earth, very cool. And so being able to showcase that and capture it in a way that I really enjoy and put it into short form and also long form, I feel like could be pretty cool to show. I feel like this video is kind of all over the place, but it's my first video back, so we'll cut myself a little bit of slack and we'll get better and improve as each video comes on. But I told myself I wanted to make a comeback to YouTube. I set my camera up, sat down here and talked about some of the things that I want to accomplish this year, and we're going to go from there. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.